The following content contains personal experiences of our hosts and guests. We are not experts in this matter. We encourage challenging conversations with others and to achieve healing from our childhood. We hope to connect and allow a safe space to have an open discussion. It is not intended as a substitute for the advice of a qualified professional, diagnosis, or treatment.
I know when you called me and you're a little concerned, like, hey, like, how should we approach this? I was like,
Mm-hmm.
we need to talk about it. Like, there's always gonna be haters out there.
That part.
And I think when we start talking about these topics, that's when we start to grow and learn and elevate. I
Mm-hmm.
always say that, and I truly believe that. So I don't think we need to be scared because we're just getting started. So
Yeah.
we're just
Yes,
getting
we are going to
started.
change.
Yes, we're just getting
change.
started, and that's a way for us to, promote change.
Welcome back, first gen feelers, listeners, audience members, what have you. Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for joining us. My name is Tiffany Christie. I'm joined here by my lovely cousin and co host, Nina Nieners.
Wieners Wieners 14, if you saw the episode.
I was calling you Nana. I was like,
Yeah.
is Nana here?
Is Nana?
Oh,
Nana.
that
Nickname
too.
Nana for today. We are back here and in beautiful Spotify studios in the Arts District, and we have a very awesome guest. I'm so excited for you all to hear her and see her here. We got Barry.
Barry, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm like,
Yes. She is awesome. She's a viral TikToker. Okay,
no.
she's like
I'm
seriously.
gonna do my dances here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aspiring lovely actress.
Yes.
And yeah, a good friend. So, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we met professionally and had a lot of talks and feels about, our upbringing. And I know it's such a big topic of conversation these days. And, we, at least us, Nina and I, are like, for about politics, we're just like, little hesitant to talk about it. But these things are important, and we do stand behind certain things that are changing in our country. And this time, we wanted to focus our conversation on DACA. DACA. And for those who don't know, DACA is a program. Oh, first it stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA. It's a program that allows certain undocumented immigrants to work and live in the United States temporarily, and also protects them from deportation. It's a administrative relief that lasts 2 years and can be renewed, and allows recipients to get a work permit, driver's license, and Social Security. And this was created back in 2012 by the Security of Homeland Security. And as of right now, it impacts a lot of young people. About 700,000 is what I Googled.
Yeah, it went up.
Higher than that.
Yeah.
So it keeps growing. So let's get into it. I first, Barry, let's get your background. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
little
love to
bit.
hear about your background, your upbringing. Yeah.
Well, I was raised in Chicago. Woo. Well, it's the suburbs. A lot of people are like,
Tri-City.
yeah, Shy City. I grew up there since like 5 years old. I came from from Mexico to the United States there. How in the world do you end up in Chicago? I'm like, I think you have family over there, right? And just migrate over there. They're like, oh, I thought you would end up in California. And I'm like, no, Illinois. But I grew up there, and then I came to California when I was 21. I had DACA since 2012 when it came out first. It came out. My parents were not playing.
No.
No. They were like,
Good,
no, we got to
good.
get into
Yes.
into
Smart.
that.
Yeah.
And I remember we we didn't have a lot of money to like pay for it because it was a lot. Like, and it was 3 kids: my brother, my sister, myself.
Oh, okay.
And I remember we went to an organization. They're like, well, we can do the paperwork for free, but you gotta come in early. And I remember my mom was like, no, we gotta go in the night and stay there and sleep. And I was like, we were sleeping in the car for that night, and we were like the first ones in there. But it helped us a lot. It changed our lives. Yeah, that's a little bit about me right now. I do acting, I do comedy, I write as well. I'm part
Yes.
of Today's Inspire Young Latina. I was
Love
featured
that.
in their book,
Oh,
which is
wow.
awesome. I get to
Yeah.
tell my story. Yeah.
A woman of many talents. I
I,
love that, especially for Women's
Women's
Month.
History Month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super love that, Barry.
I could tag your book if you want
no, you
to.
can take no, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
that'd be
part
cool.
of the Fake Factor Foundation. They helped me with the book. It's Jacqueline Camacho. She's the sponsor of it, and Alexandria as well. They're like our book madrinas because they sponsor like I think it was like 12 girls in each book. And we get to tell our story from different backgrounds, like Latina women telling their story and what they do now with their careers as well. So I thank the Fake Factor Foundation and to this Inspire Young Latina because they helped us spur the word out there, for
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tag them.
Yes.
They have to this Inspire Young Latina and they have Fake Factor Foundation.
That's
Love it.
incredible. I
Love
love
it.
that.
Yeah. I wish I had the book here. So
I
could-
know.
I know.
Oh.
I almost. I had it in my head.
I was driving. I'm like,
and then
oh
I'm like,
no, I
oh
forgot
no,
the
I
book."
forgot your book. I was fortunate
I
enough.
signed it.
Yeah, Barry was part of a panel was it last year?
It was last year. Yeah.
and a panel with the other women too, talking about their story, and I just like teared up. Like they're again coming from different backgrounds, like you said, but that story and the journey and the generational sacrifices and how it impacts children of immigrants, and it's just like so inspiring to hear, the struggle but success stories of all these women coming to the States, and like
It was
y'all are
awesome.
so strong is all I'm saying. Like it's a beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
super
they're like,
strong.
"Oh, we're gonna do a book tour because they're trying to expand Today's Inspire Young Latina." It started in Chicago, and we had like different ambassadors, and I was the ambassador for California. So I had a whole panel, and they sent me a lot of books that I gave away, and um, they donated food. I was reaching out to people like, "Hey, can you donate food for my event?" And I did it. The people were like donating food and snacks. I didn't have to pay for anything.
Wow.
I'm
It
like,
was
that was
great.
that was a blessing. That was a
Yeah.
blessing for sure.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
It
wow.
was beautiful.
I mean, I did get rejections at one point, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I'm just
no,
gonna-
good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good
don't
for
let
you.
any wall,
No.
hinder you from doing what you want to do.
Totally.
Everything is possible.
And you
Yes.
totally inspired a lot of people that were there, including me. I would
thank
say.
you.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, got to push forward and
Yeah.
pursue your
Yeah.
dreams.
Exactly.
Yes, that
Yep.
part.
I'm all about that.
Pursue
Absolutely.
your dreams.
So exciting.
I was curious to know, like, what is one thing that you often hear that some people misunderstand about children in the DACA program? You know, how would you explain it to like others that don't really understand?
I would say a lot of people think, well, from my experience, a lot of people think I was born here.
'Cause you
And
came here so young.
yeah, because I'm like, I was raised here. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't born here. But they're all like surprised, like, oh my God, I thought you were born here. Like, you can travel. And then I have to explain, like, no, I have a work permit. And from that, I can have my driver's license and my social security. There's a lot of programs. I think it's like TPS and like people that come from other countries, like fleeing from their countries because there's wars as well. But ours is different because we came from a young age coming to the United States, and it's kind of the same, but it's just like it's the work permit, like we're here to work legally, and like we pay our taxes as well. I'm like, damn, it's a lot.
Contributing.
It's a lot of taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we are going to talk about politics because I do have kind of a political question, but
okay,
I don't know if
I know I tried to stay away from it, but I'm like, okay, I can answer it
I
as
know.
well.
I mean, at this point,
It's just
you have
tough.
to. Yeah. At this point, if you stay silent, then nothing's gonna.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
No, we gotta.
And
We got to talk about
we
it.
gotta talk about it. And
I
that's why
mean,
we're here on this
when-
pod.
So, I mean, with the political climate in terms of immigration now, it's a hot topic. So many opinions around it. I was just curious, kind of like your feeling behind it. I mean, in our last episode, we sort of talked about how we felt because for us, we're all immigrants. So, just kind of curious what your thoughts are, how your family's feeling. I mean, if you want to talk all about all that, and you don't have to answer that question at all if you don't want
No,
to. But
I feel like at the when he went into the presidency, everything it was just like a blur, like what's going on. Like we were scared, but now my mom and my dad are like, you know what? If we stay scared, then we're not gonna be able to do nothing.
yeah.
And they're like, don't even worry about it, because I was so worried, like for my family and not even my parents. They're like, you know what? If it's time to go back to Mexico or like to our countries, then let it be. Like we did our part. We brought you guys here. You guys have your stuff, your DACA, and you guys can work through that, and you guys can always visit. But from having DACA, like you can't travel outside the United States, like that was like I would worry about that, because how am I gonna go see my parents like over there, unless if I ask for permission or something, but that's another paperwork to file. But they're not even like scared or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's empowering.
Yeah,
that
I
your
know.
parents are,
It's the
staying
right
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Staying
right
strong.
attitude to have. Love it.
And I'm like, oh, and when I was talking to them, I'm like, okay, like that opened my eyes. I'm like, they're growing older, we're growing older, and we have to have our own paths. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it be. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore.
Yeah, that's such a great attitude to have to raise your kids. Just being fearless and the encouragement, because it is very scary. It's very, very scary. So, in terms of growing up, I know you have siblings. Like, were your parents always we talk about kind of the pressures that we face as, first generation Americans. Were you also facing that pressure? Like, hey, Barry, you got to grow up and go to school and be this? Or were they, they seem a little more, positive.
I
think,
feel
but-
like they were very strict with us.
Oh, really? Okay.
Growing up. But my younger brothers, like they're already like 18, 19, they were not that strict to them. It was myself, my brother, and my sister. We were like one age apart. They were very strict. They're like, okay, you gotta go to school. So they would always send us to like camp or like get us in after school programs, so we won't be like thinking about other stuff, But they're like, oh, you gotta get a career, you gotta do this, like pushing us, and we would be like, okay, that's enough, like. But they wanted me to be a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, they were pushing for me to be a teacher. Like I wanted to be a teacher as well. Like that was my first path, and I even like went to education academy in high school. Would get out of high school to go like to different schools and teach. I really loved it. But then like acting came in mind. Like I always wanted to be in like the film theater with theater people, and since I was like a little kid, because I was always watching novelas, soap operas.
Nice.
I'm like, I want to be one of them. I want to be dramatic.
Yes.
And my mom was like, you're already dramatic. What are you talking about? But yeah, they were very strict when we were growing up. But I feel like that shaped us.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do talk about it now, and they're like, we didn't do that.
Denial.
I
Denial.
know.
We didn't do
Denial.
Wow.
I'm like, yes, you did. Stop gaslighting us. And they were like laughing. But yeah, it was strict for us. Now my little brothers are like, oh, I'm hungry. Can I go get like Pizza Hut or something? My mom's like, yeah, here, take my card. I'm like, what do you mean?
It's always the younger ones that get away with it.
It's
I'm the
so
youngest,
different.
so I know you're the oldest. We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
The oldest
A little
one's always
tougher
good.
and strict.
It's really different.
Sorry, guys.
It's not.
Not good.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
But
But yeah, they
yeah.
were strict.
I mean, I think to that point, this is a little bit of a tangent, but parents for the firstborns, it's like this is their first time being parents too, so they are learning how
Sure.
to
Yeah.
parent.
Yeah.
So we are the guinea pigs in a sense. So they're just testing out which way works, and yeah, I guess once it gets to the younger kiddos, they're like, yeah, that didn't work the first time. Let me change it up and be more lenient, or learn from the first kid.
Yep. Yep.
It's like, darn it, the guinea pigs, the guinea pigs.
I'm like, you'll see when you have your kids. So my younger brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
But
no, your world changes once you become a parent, but that's for another pod. For sure. For sure.
I'm like, can't relate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do want to just state as children of immigrants, we also didn't have a choice as to where our parents brought us into the world, and the sacrifices. I just want to call out and just give thanks to the parents, because it's like
Absolutely.
they sacrificed everything to leave everything they knew before behind, and everything that was familiar to them, even family members, loved ones, and hoping for a better and brighter future here in the States, and we are such, the products of the hardworking immigrant community, and that they made something out of nothing. And that's so inspiring.
Yeah.
To this day. The hustle is real.
Yes.
And owe it to our parents to have those dreams for their children, and it's just beautiful. This country was built on immigrants.
It's
Yeah.
a melting pot.
It's such a melting,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and colonialization, but that's another topic.
There's so many topics
I know,
in,
there's
in
so
the
many
topics.
So many topics, but yeah, immigrants are so important to how this country works.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
Immigrants are the reason
Yeah.
this country is functioning.
For sure.
That is all.
And I think that's what makes it work too, is we come from so many different backgrounds, different languages. There's so many different practices and whatever religion. I love that. I love learning from other people. I love learning about their background. That's what I live for, is just that connection. So immigrants.
Immigrants.
We are.
We are here. We are here. Do you want to talk about the future?
Ooh, that's
Let's talk
scary.
about a little bit of the
Do
future.
it.
Let's do
This
it.
is-
Let's do it.
We're here.
Barry's not afraid. She's like,
We are
"Let's
not
go."
afraid.
Yeah.
We are not.
Definitely not. Especially with these boycotts. I'm
It's been hard boycotting.
yeah,
It's been so hard. I'm just like, okay.
it is tough, but I am more now aware of okay, where should I
Go spend my money.
spend my money?
Mhm.
You know, because I was like, okay, I need these certain items. Now I have to think way far ahead, because outside the bigger corporations, I'm finding other places to order from, but it does take 7 days, a week,
Yeah.
2
Takes
weeks.
a little bit
It takes
longer.
longer,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I needed that conditioner.
No, yeah.
conditioner.
I'm like, what do you
And it-
mean, Target?
I know. Wait,
But-
what? I have to wait another 7 days to wash my hair? Yeah, no, just being more cognizant of where spending money, because I know.
Yeah. I stopped drinking soda like that. No more, because I'm not gonna say the names,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just soda in general. I drink more water or hibiscus tea. I feel like coming back to my roots, you know,
Yeah.
and just
It's a
drinking,
win-win.
teas
totally.
without sugar. It's been good. It's been good. I haven't.
Healthy. Very
Yeah.
good.
I'm like, wow,
like
look
that.
at me.
Yeah.
Ancestors so proud.
I
They
know.
are. They're probably crying.
Aw.
but it's been good. Like, have you tried Jamaica?
Yes.
You can make it at home.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I trust myself for that. It's good, but I don't think I trust myself making it.
You can literally go to Vallarta and they have like the flowers and just boil it. And
Oh.
you
That's
can, yeah, that's
And
it.
then you strain it.
You strain it and then you can add sugar to it if you want to.
Mm.
But I just drink it like I put it in the fridge cold and drink it like that.
Oh,
There you go.
You can put agave if you don't want sugar. You know?
yes, yes.
Tiff, you can do that.
You,
I
you can
totally
do
I
this.
can totally do that. Yes.
You have to send me a message. Be like, hey, I bought it.
Yeah. Barry's recipe. Here it is, everyone.
Ooh,
Yeah.
my secrets.
Secret. No, love.
Yeah.
But that's another topic, food.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
many
yeah.
tangents.
I know. Oh,
Barry, you have to come back.
we need to do a food
This is the
episode.
intro. This is like your origin story.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, like the origin, how you got here, and what you're doing now, and
Yeah.
making changes,
A lot of changes.
all the changes,
Mhm.
and believe,
Mm-hmm.
staying strong. How was it when you did go to downtown LA that one of those
Oh
days?
yeah, the
Oh,
march.
yeah.
The march.
It
Yeah.
was very empowering. Once I got there, because I was gonna go by myself, but then I posted on Instagram, oh, I'm gonna go, and some friends were like, oh, I'm gonna go. Do you want to go together? So it was like 3 of us, and I'm like, okay, we can meet up by Union Station. But once we stepped into the kiosk at Plaza Olvera, I started crying.
Oh.
I know. I was just like, there's so many people out here that are
Wow.
supporting, and I want to cry right now, but I'm not gonna cry. My mascara is too expensive. No, I was ugly crying. Not gonna lie. I was like, it was really
powerful.
It was very powerful to see.
The community was there.
At first it was good, like we were marching, but then you know how it gets rowdy sometimes. But I didn't stay at maybe till like 5. I left. I was there the whole day. It
Yeah,
was
that's-
just going around all downtown, walking. It was very powerful to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're like, okay, we can do this. We can change things, like within our control. You know, like
Right.
But
Right.
it was really nice.
Voices have been heard.
Yeah,
sure.
even like the street vendors were walking around with us, and I was just like, even crying even more. And I was FaceTiming my mom. I'm like, look, this is for you. And I remember I posted it on TikTok, and I was like, because I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna post it. And
Yes.
it went viral. Like that video went viral because a lot of people were like saying, oh my god, me too. Like they were saying that I called my mom, and it was for them, you know, because they couldn't be there.
Right.
They were relating to things. And I was like, okay, it's a big community out here.
It's a huge,
community. Even with like DACA, I posted a video. I'm like, hey, I'm a DACA recipient. I would want to know a lot more friends from DACA, and we've been adding each other on social medias from all over the world, like from all
Wow.
the United States.
Awesome.
And
There you
we've been
go.
friends. I've been talking to like maybe 4 or 5 girls. I don't even know them like in person, but I feel like we're besties.
Connected.
Connecting.
that.
Yeah. They're really nice, and we support each other on our videos and everything. It's been fun.
That is great because you know that you're not alone.
Yeah, we're not
There's
alone.
Not alone,
Exactly. Yeah.
and they can't silence these voices because like
Mm.
that they're trying to use the fear, you
Yeah.
know. And this is real, and I'm glad that you were able to and had the courage to share your story on TikTok, and like other
Yeah.
people are reaching out because like at the end of the day, everyone thinks like they are by themselves and like this only impacts me. But in reality, yeah, so many, like I said, over 700,000 people are part of this, and that is great to hear that like you are sharing your voice and making impact directly with some of these people.
Yeah,
online.
there's on Facebook too. There's a whole group because we post like, okay, hey, can we do this? Like we all check on each other.
Yeah.
We're like, can we go travel or can we do this? Or have you guys put in your paperwork? We just check on
Yeah.
each other to see if we're okay. If
love that.
anybody else experienced it, and if they did, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's advanced parole as well, where you can go to Mexico. Like if your grandma is sick or you need dental work, and you want to go get it over there, you can get permission from here and go over there. So we ask those things to like the community,
Right.
and like, have you been
Help
to
each other
Mexico?
out,
And then
yeah.
come back. How was it? And they just like communicate
Yeah.
with each other.
The information sharing, like
Yeah.
you need that because
love that.
obviously traditional media is just gonna shape their own story,
Exactly. Yep.
but the community peer to peer, like you get, yeah,
Yeah, it's
you need
it's
that.
amazing. And I tell my friends, like the ones that have DACA, I'm like, okay, just join this group, and they're like, okay, or the organizations, I'm like, just go email them. You can even get like free tuition for it to be paid for you, because there's so many organizations here and like in the United States that donate money for them.
Oh wow.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everything is possible. Like, you just gotta look for it. Like, just
I love that
I know.
attitude.
If
Barry.
you get a
Just
no,
gotta
just keep
go online and be like, okay, where
Yeah.
do I get the scholarships? Where do I get this?
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my teachers said, there's a lot of money out there for free. You just gotta look for
You
it.
gotta look for it because
I'm
they're
like,
not gonna advertise it.
Yeah. No.
They don't want.
No.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna keep it for themselves.
Or like foundations that donate. Yeah. We're grateful for that.
Yeah. I'm just so curious because I grew up in the Midwest too.
Oh, really? Where?
Minnesota.
Oh,
So
it's right
Twin
there.
Cities. And yeah, I was just curious, like how Chicago is. I mean, Chicago is definitely much more like a bigger city than the Twin Cities. But like, what was your experience like there? Just growing up, like, did you guys still have like your Mexican traditions, or were your parents trying to get you guys to just assimilate to American life, much like my parents did? I'm just curious what that was like.
I feel like growing up, we had to speak Spanish at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My parents, they wouldn't get mad, but they would be like, you have to know both languages.
Oh, wow.
So we would speak Spanish. They would get mad because they're like, I know you guys are talking bad about us. Or when we would get be mad and just started talking in English. But we had to talk Spanish at home, and then like at school we would talk English. I would talk Spanish as well with my friends in school, but yeah, we had to do that. I was in ESL classes my whole life, like almost since like until 9th grade.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, and other people are telling me, they're like, oh, I was there till 3rd grade because my parents wanted me to like move into English classes. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I think it was just the parents that decided for them to stay. But it was very different. Because it was like English as a second learner language, and I would get classes like in English and then like Spanglish kind of, and then I'm like, but I want to take Italian. I'm like, I couldn't take Italian because I was in ESL. I was so mad at my counselor. But yeah, growing up, it was like that, and I was like I feel like I was in the middle of everything, like in limbo, like, okay, I want to move on into English, but then I don't want to forget Spanish as well. And now when I came to California, I had to take dialect classes and like speech classes, and my teacher wouldn't let me. I'm sorry, she wouldn't. She was my speech teacher and like my voice teacher, and she wouldn't let me speak Spanish because she wanted me to know like that dialect of English and not have like a little accent for if I was able to go like to movies or like something like that. But it was hard. Now I feel like it's all like pocho or like I speak Spanglish and I'd be like, what is that word again? My brain's all messed up now. I'm just like,
no, you have 2 languages. Like,
Yeah.
that's.
I don't
So,
know.
I
If that
say
makes
it's a
sense.
superpower,
If that makes
okay?
sense, I don't know.
Don't make it like
No,
it's
yeah.
not. You know, it's
Yeah.
a superpower.
It's definitely
so
a
great.
superpower.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. No, but yeah, growing up, it was like that, and we would follow our traditions. Especially during Christmas, my aunts love to do, because in Mexico they did like posadas.
What's that?
It's where you go sing to the baby Jesus and sing to people's houses and knock on the neighbors' doors, and then we would all like just be a whole community and like eat and like bring food.
Oh, that
My-
sounds so fun.
It was really fun. And then we would break piñatas and just. They're like, if you don't sing, you don't get to eat tamales. I'm like, what?
Oh, come on,
There it
not
is.
tamales.
Parents.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, we would follow the traditions as much as we could.
It's so good. The community was strong. over
Yeah.
there.
Growing up, it was good. Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, tamales. Now I'm hungry.
I love
I
tamales.
We need to do a
best time of
whole
the
episode
year.
on food and
Yes.
invite Barry back.
Bring food
Yeah,
and try it
What's
out
the
here.
recipe?
So
For
many different
sure.
recipes,
I
I'm
know,
sure.
I know.
Why were you able to you had to speak English all the time or?
Yeah, I think just it was predominantly like white Caucasians
Oh,
that
okay.
we grew up around. So yeah, it's great to hear that there was a community there for you. But yeah, it was like I was the only Asian person in my class, other than my friend Nap, who you guys met on one of our episodes. But we were like the only two.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so, and I think my parents, they didn't want to have to deal with us. Like they were just so busy trying to survive and provide for us that they're just like, just go to school, eat the food there. Like, we're not going to like make you learn Tagalog. Although my older brother, he was born in the Philippines, so he knows it a little bit better. But for me, they're just like, just go, go be like a white little girl. We're not going to worry about it.
Oh no.
So I didn't grow up really with the food and the culture, and it wasn't
okay.
until I moved out here that I started to learn more a little bit about Filipino culture from you guys, honestly, because you guys have more of an upbringing. But no, they were just like learn English and that's it, So
Well, that is tough. No,
yeah, so I'm kind of playing catch up. I feel, like all these years that I've been living out here in LA, I'm playing a little bit more catch up, trying to learn the language, trying to learn more about our traditions. Which is always, it's never too late.
No, yeah.
It's so fun to discover. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that graduate in 90, so.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Luckily over there, like our town it was like a melting pot. Like in our high school, there was a lot of Latinos, white, Filipinos. It was everything, and we would get along. Yeah, it was, and it was like a STEM school as well. Like I appreciated going to the school. It was Wheeling High School. And teachers and counselors will help each other, like the students and everything. If you didn't have like certain things that you didn't have at home, they would be able to help you. Yeah, it wasn't like bad.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I know.
it's great
It was fun. I had a great time.
Now I'm
Oh,
curious about you coming here to LA. Like, how was that? Was it
Yeah,
like
that's a
open
good question.
arms? Like, hey, because there's a lot going on here for the Latino community, and like, how was that moving out here? To
I
Los
went through
Angeles?
it. I went through it. Let me see. I wanted to come and do acting here, so I went to a 2-year conservatory school, acting school. I first auditioned online. I was like, let me send in my self-tape. Didn't heard something from them. And then I'm like, no, I'm flying out over there and going to go see the school and do an open house. I came the first time, and I'm like, I got too involved with the city. I was like, oh, yeah, this is so pretty. Didn't end up going to the open house. And then they're like, we're having
starry-eyed. You're like,
I'm not
"Whoa,
like,
there's so many things."
LA.
Yeah.
Came with one of my friends. And then the second time, I was like, no, I'm flying out again. I have to go to the second open house. I came back. I auditioned. He's like, well, I wasn't going to let you, like, get you in the school because your self-tape was kind of wonky. But you flew all the way over here, so, and your audition was really good. So I got into the school.
Nice.
And they gave me like a scholarship. So I was like, okay, I gotta move. But I drove here. I drove from Illinois to California by myself.
Oh, wow.
My friend was supposed to come with me, but her mom didn't let her. She's like, no, it's too dangerous. I'm like, I gotta go. I can't leave my car because I just got it. Took me 3 days to get here.
Oh, wow.
I left Friday morning and got here a Sunday night at 9 p.m. and I was like, my back, I can't. It was
amazing.
scary,
Wow,
amazing,
you're so
thrilling.
courageous,
Yeah.
At the
and
same
you focused on
time.
your dream. You were like,
Yes.
no, this ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna come out here,
Yeah.
and you did. And look at you now.
Look at you
Look at you now. And continuing to thrive and
No,
grow.
My mom had like acquaintances, like her comadre, you know, your
Mhm.
comadres.
Yes.
And I met her when I came here the first time, and I told her, I'm like, hey, I need to stay somewhere. I don't know where to stay. She let me stay for 3 months, like almost 4 months in her house for free.
Oh,
That's
wow,
sweet.
that's so nice.
I would give her money because I'm like, I don't want to be like, just pay for a bill or your light bill. I don't know. But she would let me stay there, and I would just go to school, come back. It was hard managing through like LA traffic.
Mm-hmm.
The tickets, I would get a lot of tickets because I didn't know where to park. Oh my god, I probably paid like over $500. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. The 4 years I was here, I was homesick. I wanted to go back. I didn't have a community like my parents. My whole family is over there. I'm by myself here. I did like cry multiple times. I was like, I don't know what to do, but I toughened it out. I was broke for the longest. I would go to school and then have a part-time job. I would work at Chick-fil-A, and then I ended up like working for Forever 21 those 2 years. It was tough. I was like, the money that I had saved up, it went so fast because I'm like, wow, rent, food, that and that. But I was lucky that Chick-fil-A would feed us all the time, so we would all eat Chick-fil-A with our roommates. We all worked there. It was fun. It was fun working there because some of them worked in the kitchen and would take like they would give us like containers of chicken nuggets and we'd just go home and eat them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're fed at least.
we were
and
fed.
just
I'm like,
basic.
college students eat ramen. We were eating Chick-fil-A. And ramen, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like after like the 6th year, I feel like it went more smoothly. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Budgeting, I didn't know budgeting. Growing up, my parents would not tell. Like they would tell us like save up your money, but they didn't tell you how. You know,
Yeah. It's like, what does that mean?
what does that mean? Credit cards? What is that?
Yeah. And
It was a lot, but I was able to like get good credit. Get my my first car was like all totaled. It wasn't working anymore. My mom was like, I'll buy it from you. I'm like, because I was going to donate it. So you get like stuff, taxes back or whatever.
write-off.
And she's like, no, I'll buy it. And then she just fixed it. I'm like, I want it back. I'm gonna. But then I was able to get my car that I have right now with my hard work. Like,
oh,
yeah, with,
yeah.
I was like, wow, this is like the first car that I ever got by myself. It's good. And I
Be
live by
proud,
myself
yes,
now.
Yes.
I have my own little studio.
So proud of you, Barry.
Thank
Oh,
you.
don't
Growing
We're
and
gonna
inspired.
cry.
I'm so inspired now.
You can do it. See, there's no, you can't.
You can do it, yes.
You can do it.
A
You
lot of
can do
people
it.
would ask me, like, how do you do it? And I'm like, just keep moving forward.
Follow
Focus.
your dreams.
Yeah, LA can be very tough on you, and you can go off the rails, but no, I'm like, nope, turn around.
Mhm. Skirt. Yeah, focus.
I want to be more like you, Barry.
Focus on
Oh,
the dream.
I love it so much.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. It's scary. It is very scary to follow your dreams. There's so many obstacles. And then you start comparing yourself to other people. And you're like,
Oh,
oh,
yes.
gosh.
Yeah.
And that is the dream killer right there. Don't
Mhm.
compare. Keep moving forward.
Focus on you.
It's not going to be easy.
Take your own
But-
path.
Yeah, everyone is on their own path and their own journey. So
That part.
that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here like,
Yes.
what other business could I
Thinking.
start now?
I know, that's what I was
I know.
thinking.
What other side hustle entrepreneurial things? 'Cause
Other business.
You
These
guys
days you
inspired
need-
me because I'm like, you know what? She was like, oh, I have this podcast. Like, we talk about generational traumas and stuff, or like first gen. And I'm like, you know what? There's after the TikTok thing went viral with my mom, I'm like, you know what? I want to create a podcast where I talk with DACA recipients, you know, and just like ask them questions and like to inspire other people as well. But it's in the works. We'll see. We'll see.
No, yeah, put it out there. It's
Uh-huh.
gonna
Yeah.
happen. Put it
Gonna
out there,
happen, yeah.
manifest it. 'cause,
Exactly.
Yeah, like it's wild. Like if other people, you think it's like, oh, it's just me, or it's just like I'm alone in all this. But in reality, no, you're not. There's other people going through the same, similar, same experience, and then just us talking about it connects us to connect connective tissue,
Mhm.
and then we become a big community and voice that can inspire others and be like, hey, you're not alone. You're not alone on all this.
And I'm a
hopefully make
Taurus, so I'm
change.
very, very stubborn. Like, no, I
Watch
gotta
out.
open my stances.
Yes. Those horns are coming out.
Oh, Lord. They're like, no, I can do it by myself. And I'm like, no, I need help. I'm afraid to ask for help, but not anymore. Not anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. Because you
Are
don't
you
need
a
to do it.
Taurus?
You don't need to do it
Capricorn.
Oh, Earth
That's why I gotta
sign.
start like 3 businesses. So
Capricorns are
2?
very.
What's my third one? Yeah, hardworking. I am also stubborn. A little more serious. But yeah, kind of earthy.
Yeah,
I'm a nerd
You're a
I'm a
sign.
water sign, so I'm emotional,
Oh, yes.
sensitive, very sensitive.
I love when I came to LA. They're like, "What sign are you?" I'm like, "What?"
I know it. It
What do you
really,
mean?
it really does explain a lot of things. Before I was totally like, nah. That
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
And
I like-
now meeting a lot of different facts of life, different types of peeps, I'm just like, oh yeah,
oh yeah.
connecting the dots here.
You're sleeping
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. Oh yeah, I am stubborn.
I am sensitive.
Oh my god. Get up and like start writing stuff.
Yeah, journaling.
That's crazy.
Like, question for you or the audience, really. Like, can you recall a moment or favorite interaction with one of your matriarchs of your family, or not even from your family, but like a matriarch you want to highlight or shout out?
Like a person
Yeah,
that
a person,
I am.
or it could even be a fictional. Like, oh, this movie was so inspiring. This matriarch character.
I would say one of my mentors. I always say thank you to her, and she's like, "Barry, you don't have to say thank you your whole life." But I'm like, I love her. Like, I miss her too. Her name is Luz Maricaro. I started the Fig Factor Foundation like in 2015. I was like lost. I'm like, do I want to keep doing teaching? Do I want to do my other stuff? And I got into the Fig Factor Foundation because I wrote like an essay of why I wanted to be there. And they helped you, they guided you, and you get like a mentor for 6 months. And she was my mentor, and she does Reiki. She's like meditation.
Healer, yes.
And I feel like that helped me a lot because I feel like my emotions were everywhere. And she was able to like ground me and like guide me. Okay, what do you want to do? Like, let's do this. Let's do vision boards. Yes, I want to highlight her. Luz Maricaro. She's in Illinois right now.
Yes, thank you for inspiring.
Thank you, Luz. Now,
Yeah, whenever you get your Oscar, the day you get your Oscar, you'll be
I know.
shout out. Like,
Yeah.
she's gonna be shouted out.
Yeah.
yes, 100%.
Speaking of Oscar season, because today's
I know, I totally
Oscar, yeah.
forgot.
the Oscars today.
My friends are you coming? I'm like, oh, damn, I forgot. But
You're like, I have this awesome podcast to be on.
yes,
Yeah.
I'll stop by later.
Priorities.
Priorities.
Tying back to, the occupation, like what your parents were talking about, like you are teaching. You are teaching right
Absolutely. Yeah.
now. And just whether it is in acting, you're teaching in that, you're also teaching in your stand-up, like you are speaking your voice and inspiring others. That's teaching someone something, you know.
Yeah, for
It's so great.
sure.
You're
Yeah.
inspirational.
Talking about
Mary.
stand up, I'm going back to it. I'm like, I need to be heard again.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
want to go see you.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna-
gotta let us know, please.
One of my
We'll
friends,
be there.
I told her, I'm like, hey, we're signing up today. On Tuesday, it's just open mic, but I want to just get up there again and feel the stage. I left it like, it's been like almost 2 years. I haven't done like stand up like that. I've been doing more improv, but it's scary just being there. But I'm like, I have so many ideas, so many books filled with like stuff that I gotta put out. And I feel like now, like my stand up talks about like being Mexican, Latina, and like coming from Mexico to here, but I make it in a funny way, like into a story. I feel like I need to do it again. So
I think you should.
You'll do
Yes.
it.
And I want to see you on stage.
Okay,
I'll
I
be
will
in the
let
front
you know.
row. You can pick on me if you want.
You will do it.
I will be
Yeah.
like, oh, I remember. Hi, do you come with a boyfriend? Okay.
I know.
Yeah,
We need you to be a
yeah.
plant.
I
right
know
now.
exactly.
That's why I stay away from the front.
Yeah, same. I refuse.
Not today.
I
Oh no,
refuse.
for sure. I every time I go to like a comedy show. But for you, Barry, I'm gonna be in the
Okay.
front.
Aw.
Yeah,
I would do it for you
gonna let
too.
you. I'm
Okay.
gonna let you pick on. Yeah, we should
Go.
be in the front.
Yeah, we should just be up in
Yeah.
the front. Yeah.
That's so
I need to
funny.
have a couple drinks before, but I'll be in the front.
Let's get roasted.
Yeah.
Just get
Let's
roasted.
get roasted.
I would love to be in a roast.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you being roasted or you roasting somebody else?
Me roasting people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was
I
gonna
could
say.
see
Okay.
that.
I would cry probably. I'm like, yeah, you can roast me.
I could see that.
I feel like my comebacks are good. Can't say them live, right?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, keep us
No
posted.
pressure.
Where can we find you, Barry?
I am everywhere.
That's
She's
it. Just
everywhere.
like hashtag
Everywhere.
I am everywhere.
At home. I'm kidding. I'm on Instagram, Very Nice Days with a Z.
Z.
Yeah, on TikTok, Very Nice Days with an S because someone else took the Z.
How
Oh.
dare they?
How dare they?
dare
Nerve.
they? Don't
I'm
follow
going
them.
to sue them.
Don't follow them.
And then Facebook, I have it for friends and family, but I don't use it like a lot.
We don't need Facebook.
Not
right
yet,
Yeah.
no. And then what else do I have? And that's it for now.
For now.
For now. Yeah. YouTube,
Alright.
maybe. I don't know.
now. Yeah, keep us posted on your show.
Yeah.
Shows.
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 Yeah.
Shows. Is there a question you want to pose to our audience? Like, or something inspirational, thought provoking?
Thought provoking.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. No, I would just say keep moving forward. Yeah.
Love that.
You don't want to stay in one place,
That part.
especially in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talk to someone. Talk about
Talk
it.
about it. Dance about it.
Yes,
Express
TikTok.
yourself.
Express yourself. Go in your living room, dance by yourself.
Yes.
I don't know. I do
Feel
that.
free.
Yeah. Scream in your car. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Or your pillow.
In your pillow. Yeah.
It's not like I
I
don't
know.
By
Are you
experience,
okay?
Dark over
I don't know.
Are you okay? I'm kidding.
Go to therapy.
But yeah, that's it.
Love. Well, thank you so much for being
Thanks,
here.
Thank you for letting me be
today and
here.
sharing your story and being so awesome as always.
Yes.
You're all
always,
awesome.
And you're
too.
going places. You
You're
already
going.
are.
You're-
You're
yeah,
gonna keep
Growing
going.
and thriving.
We're thriving.
Yes.
I'll be in the front
Yes,
row
ma'am.
for your show.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, let's get roasted by
I
Barry.
was like,
I want to get roasted by Barry. Yeah.
Roasted. If you like anything from this pod, please like, subscribe, share with your friends.
yes, share for sure.
We are also now
Engage too.
Engage.
I learned that.
Yep. Leave a
Engaging with people.
comment.
Mhm.
Whatchamacallit? Where are we? Where can we find
We're-
us?
We're on Spotify, but we're also now on YouTube. And Tiff will put the link down
Yes.
here for
Check
you
us out.
guys. Yeah, and we'll keep you posted if we're going to be on anything else. But Barry here has inspired us, so I don't know.
Yeah, we might be on TikTok.
Maybe I'll help them with
Guys,
TikTok. No, we
see?
will have them at TikTok.
Okay, Barry's up. All right, Barry.
Yes. Not
You
maybe.
set us up.
Yes.
Should we a TikTok manager?
I help someone
I
else
know.
from Spotify get a TikTok.
Oh.
They're like, "Can you show me?" And I'm like, "Yes, let's do it." Now they're doing really
I
well.
love
Yeah,
this.
see?
I'm not
We're
gonna say
just
his
gonna
name.
do it now.
Thriving.
We're doing it now.
Thriving over here.
Yeah. hmm